Millz Young here, part of Pick Dawgz, and it's week to bet on UFC. Who's ready to bet on UFC? Me. That's who. UFC bet with me. We're back and we're going over UFC 319 card. Headlined by Dricus du Plessis defending his belt against Chimaev, going down in Chicago, the Windy City. So it's only right, man. I got my Chi-Town jersey on. I got my Chicago hat on. You know what I mean? My family's from Chicago. You know, I was born and raised in Long Beach, California, but my family's from Chicago. So, hey, it's only right, man. Now, look, we got a lot of fights to talk about. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you guys my picks, my predictions. At the end of the video, I'm gonna let you guys know a 2-team parlay and what dogs are barking to get you guys paid. How'd you guys do last week, man? Last week, couldn't get a video out for you guys, man. I was in Vegas, man, and Vegas had me, man. I flew out there. No, I didn't fly out there. My bad. I drove out there, you know, met up with Eric Anders. He was fighting on the card. Got an interview out with him. Didn't go his way. But it's okay, man. How'd you guys do last week, and what's the most exciting fight you guys are looking forward to betting on this week? All right, man, let's go ahead and get it started, man. The first fight of the night, we got Joseph Morales. He's taking on Ali Abdiris. This is going to be the Ultimate Fighter season finale pretty much on this one. And in this one, I've seen both these fighters fight on the season, okay? Joseph Morales, 12-2. He's been in the UFC before. He's kind of just like a C-average fighter. What I mean is he can do a little bit of everything, but he's not superior in one skill. Alibde Aldris, man, this guy can strike, man. He can do it all, if you ask me. 10-0 record in here. I think he gets it done in here. And yeah, man, I think he can even get the finish. But if anything, let's go ahead and take Aldris to go ahead and get the win in the first fight of the night. All right, second fight of the night. We got Rodrigo Senzo taking on Danchenko. Another Ultimate Fighter season finale contestants right here. Okay, now look, this one's going down in the welterweight division. Both these guys are good, man. I like Rodrigo though, man. I liked him in the show, but when we look at the matchup, Danchenko, man, this guy got power in his hands. It seems like all it takes is a couple of punches and he can put out any opponent in there. He has a good counter that he likes to throw. It's a short check left hook. Now on the other side, Rodrigo, he can wrestle, he has jiu-jitsu, and he has decent striking and cardio in here. Man, I'm back and forth on this fight, but I'm gonna go with Rodrigo to get the win. I think he gets it done by the scorecards, man. Yeah, man. What's your guys' pick? All right, next fight taking place, man. We got a good one, man. Now this fight is going on between Silva and Barbosa. Now, Silva is the favorite, minus 175 on the books. Barbosa is coming off a good win in her last fight out. Now, look, man, I got an interview out with both of these women and both of these fighters on here. And I'm going to just try to break this fight down the best I can without trying to be biased or anything like that, man. Now, look, when you look at the striking on Silva, her volume needs to improve a little bit, and it might in this fight because she changed her camp and now she's training with the fight nerds out there. She's always had power in her hands, and she's always had that one type of style that can get you down and just submit you. She'll break your arm or break your legs. She's vicious. Barbosa is nice as well, man. She's an overall, I think, complete fighter. She has striking in her hands. She can use wrestling, and she has good cardio as well. She's real durable in here. Now, look, listen and hear me out. This fight is a rematch. It happened before already on the regional scene before both these women got into the UFC. Barbosa was able to get the win. And here, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm a fan of both these fighters and stuff. I can see this fight definitely going the distance in here. And when it's all said and done, give me Silva to get it done. All right, man. Next fight taking place. We got Nursultan Rozabayov taking on Brian Battle. Nursultan Rozabayov, Uzbekistan fighter, right? I have an interview out with them, okay? It just aired out. You can type it up on YouTube. MMA Locker Room interviews Nursultan Rozabayov. This guy's a star, man. We got 3,000 views on the interview and growing. When you talk about this guy's finish ability, all of his fights pretty much finished inside the distance except for one or two, I want to say. He has a powerful left hand, a good uppercut, and he has submission skills as well. One of his local fights before he got to the scene, a guy had him in like a choke guillotine. He picked the guy up, slammed him, and knocked him out that way. Man, I like this guy as well. But his volume sometimes might not add up to the volume as the other opponents. Brian Battle on the other side. He's stepping back up to 185. Why? Because he has trouble making 170, okay? But this guy's been as advertising. He's just been printing money for me. I mean, his last 5 fights, I bet him in every single one. And he's just been giving me money, man. He's a minus 170, minus 185 favorite in here. I think this fight ain't going the distance at all. And give me the under in this one. And bias or not, man, I think both these guys have finish ability. And this fight's going to finish inside the distance, like I said. But I gotta go with Rosov, man, with these odds, man. Brian Battle, he's a great fighter, but at this weight class, we haven't seen him put together more than 3 wins. And so this would be a tough task for him. He will have the wrestling advantage, but will he use it? We don't know, man. And if he gets caught once or twice in that first early rounds, that's all it could be, man. Give me Rosov off to win. But I'll be honest, these first couple of fights on here, I'm like kind of 50-50, you know, like I'm iffy, you know what I mean? Because, like, you got to take your biasy out and just see the fight straight. And then sometimes you're just like, you don't really want to say what you think it might be, you know? Like, let's keep it going, though, man. Next fight taking place. This one, no problem. Jakar Close taking on Edson Barbosa. Jakar Close is going to be the underdog in here. Barbosa didn't fought everybody, okay? But now he's back in his original weight class after going down to 145 in here. I do think this fight is going to be close. And I do think when it comes down to that third round, it might be 1-1 in there. And in that round 3, Close might just clinch him up against the cage, go for the grappling, go for the takedowns. Barbosa does struggle with being taken down and getting back up from the ground as well. The fight camp, the fight team that Jakar Close is coming with, the game plan, I think they're going to have a game plan. And I think they've been in his ear for a long time now, telling him exactly how to beat Barbosa. But Barbosa is one of the most explosive strikers out there. He has finishes multiple ways out there. If you guys want to see a more inside interview with Jakar Close, you know where to check that out at, man. Just type it in on the little search bar right there. Check out James Lynch. He got some good interview with Jakar Close if you guys want some more insights to this fight and how he thinks it's going to play out. Next fight taking place, man. We got Chase Hooper. He's taking on Alex Hernandez. Chase Hooper, big favorite in here now. Getting bet up. Alex Hernandez is back in his original weight class again. At 145, he wasn't getting it done. He's an explosive fighter. Comes out in that first round, puts it all out there. Power in his hands, and he can wrestle too. But this is the thing. After that first round, he just tries to get through the fight. He doesn't even try to win. He just tries to not gas out. Now, he's over there training kind of within his own circumference because his original gym, they're no more, okay? So he's over Brandon Royval and other fighters that he used to train with in that tight-knit circle. Me, I like the under in this fight, man. Give me the under 2.5. It's minus 115. Meet me out the window and let's get paid. And give me Chase Hooper to win inside the distance as well, man. I think he can get the submission in late round 2 or early round 3. Next fight taking place. Lupi Godinez taking on Jessica Andraj. Lupi Godinez, minus 155 on the books. Now, Jessica Andraj hasn't been looking good in her last couple of fights, but when you look at the fight resume that she has and the fight experience she has, it's way surpassing Lupi Godinez. Lupi Godinez started off in the UFC hot. I mean, a wrestler with good boxing and solid technique, but then all of a sudden, she forgot that she was a wrestler. I don't see how, because her sister is like an Olympic Canadian wrestler out there. Now, Lupi Godinez, you let me down one time too many, right? And that one time, it really cost me. She was a minus 300 favorite against Angela Hill. I played her straight, and I put a big money price tag on that because I was at the event. I wanted to see it cash live. She didn't go for no takedowns, and she lost me a lot of money. I stopped betting on her for her last 2-3 fights after that. Now I came back and got to the window with her and got paid. Now, Andraj is going to be the girl that's going to have the finishing upside. I give her that. But at this stage of her career, who I think can go out there with a consistent 15-minute game plan and just put together a game plan to win, that's going to be the favorite in this one, man. I'm against the whole world, it seems like, man. I'm seeing a lot of love for Jessica Andraj on this one, but I like the favorite in here. Give me Lupi Godinez to win. I think she wins third round or decision. Yeah. Wait, imagine this. Everybody saying Andraj subs Lupi. What if Lupi sub Andraj? Crazy, right? Crazy. But I've seen crazier things happen in UFC. All right, man. Michelle Olejczyk taking on Gerald Meerschaert. Michelle is going to be the favorite in there. Minus 240, minus 260 on here. Powerful striker for the division. Power in his hands. Back at not back, but it's his third fight, I want to say, at middleweight now, not at welterweight. That power definitely transferred over. Gerald Meerschaert, you guys know this guy, man. It's either GM3 by sub or GM3 by sub. It's usually how he wins. I want to say out of his wins, a lot of them he gets inside the distance in here, man. But when we look at this fight on how it could play out, the under 1.5 is what I like, but the price tag I don't like. So I'm going to play fight not to go the distance, because no matter what, I don't think this is getting past that third round. All right. Now, I do like Michelle a lot in this fight, man, because Gerald Meerschaert, yeah, he's going to go for the takedowns and stuff. But if he just gets clipped a couple of times, he's going down, man. I got a 2-leg parlay that I got for you guys, so stay tuned, man. And Michelle Olashechek's going to be 1 leg for you guys. Next fight taking place, King Green taking on Diego Fier. Diego Fier is the favorite in there, minus 160, but money's coming in on King Green's side. Now, look, both of these guys are veterans in the game, and both these guys have extensive resumes in the UFC. But when you look at who's fought the who's, I mean, it's kind of like King Green done fought all the big names, man. Fought Islam Makhachev, fought Dustin Poirier. That's just the ones that's scratching the barrel right now. Fought Paddy Pimblett. The list goes on, man. I mean, he fought the who's, and people want to fight King Green. Why? Because when he's in there to fight. Keeps his hands down. Low type of style. Trains out here where I live, in the backyard of like IE and Riverside. So, I'm always supporting King Green over here. Diego Fier has power, and he can mix in wrestling and takedowns. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think King Green can do enough on the feet and evade some of those punches and win by decision, man. Like, it is what it is, man. Diego Fier, if this was 3 years ago, okay, all right, I knew what you were doing. But in the last 2.5 years, he shows up. He only has a couple of fights. Didn't really look the same as when he started. Now, look, I'm not telling you that King Green's looking any better. King Green's been finishing kind of like all of his last couple of fights. Now, as I think about this, man, I was maybe wrong with that pick saying King Green, man. Because now that I think about it, I can see this fight not going the distance, man. The way that King Green's durability's been tested lately, who knows? But I know one thing, man. I'm going to the window with him on here at plus money, man. So give me King Green to win. And I think he puts on a good performance out here as well. Kai Asakor. All right, coming from the Risen promotion. He only had 1 fight in the promotion so far against Alexander Pantoja for the belt. And, man, did Pantoja put belt to ass on him, man. I mean, he backpacked him, didn't let him get up, and submitted him, I want to say, within round 3. Tim Elliot, he's been on the sidelines for like 2 years. Hasn't fought, but he's dealing with some injuries. Replaced his ACL, meniscus, like everything in his goddamn leg, I want to say. But he does have the path to victory. If he just watched, you don't even got to watch Asakor's full fight tape, Tim Elliott. Just watch the last fight. What Pantoja did. If you could do a mini version of that, you'll probably get the job done, man. But will he? Will he be able to take a hit after that long layoff? And to be honest, some things that I heard about him in media today, he was saying he was just enjoying the time off, spending it with his family. And when you got fighters like that, that's loving that, and they're still not around the flame of fighters, young up-and-coming fighters in the gym, and just saying, hey, I'm doing other advancements with the sport. To me, it's kind of like, I don't think that they still have that conditioning to take a punch like that. I was saying that I was staying off this fight, but I'm thinking the prediction is going to be Kai Asakor wins by KO or TKO. So that's my pick, and that's my bet on this fight now. All right, man. Next fight, Michael Paige. He's taking on Jared Cannonier. Now, this one's going to be a good one, man. Michael Paige is at the middleweight division now, and he's saying it like this. I just want to fight the big names and get the good opponents that want to fight me. He was having trouble with people at the welterweight division taking his name and signing that contract. The odds on this fight got Michael Venom Page minus 185. Now, Michael Venom Page has a style that I think can beat damn near anybody. Anybody who don't wrestle and can't get him down. Because the way that he fights, he strikes and he's there not to be hit. It's the most awkwardest style. And he's been fighting like this for years and years and years. And he's been able to get win after win after win. So that's the one thing that I think he has a style that's just hard to beat for any fighter. Now on the other side, Jared Cannonier has power in his hands. I think that he can cut off the cage in the right ways and the right angles to get his strikes landed. The thing about Michael Paige is he doesn't land a lot of volume. It's plot, 1, 2, reset. Do the same thing in like 7 or 13 seconds. You know, and at the end of the day, his striking volume might not be over 48 to 50 punches in a fight. Jared Cannonier, if he cuts off the corner right, gets a takedown, clinches him up against the cage, man, this could be a harder day for Michael Venom Paige. I'll be honest with you guys. I started off this whole week and last week, Michael Venom Paige, thinking it was my solid 2-leg, right? The more I was watching tape study and just thinking about how this fight could play out and going through it in my mind, I think Jared Cannonier is live in there, man. And Jared Cannonier, he made me the most money ever betting on him twice, okay? So he's always going to have a certain spot for me right there, man. Literally, man, big money as underdogs against David Branch and Anderson Silva, I want to say, man. Like, those are my 2 biggest bets ever and Jared Cannonier got money for me. So I've been going against him in spots, you know? And last time I was on the other side and wasn't on the right side. On this one, though, man, I'm getting to the Jared Cannonier side now, man. Because I think there's a path for him to just make this fight a lot more uglier than the fight that Michael Venom Paige wants to put on. All right, let me know who you guys are thinking, though. Because I'm be honest with you guys, like I said, Michael Venom Paige has that style. It's hard for anybody to catch up to and, you know, get their offense off. Who's going to win on that one? Let me know. Michael Venom Paige or Jared Cannonier. Next fight taking place. We got Carlos Pratus, a.k.a. the bad guy. He's taking on Jeff Neal. Jeff Neal in this one. Hands of steel. Now, Carlos Pratus is a powerful striker, but I think he starts way too late in fights. And Jeff Neal, he's out here saying the right things. I'm training for a 3-round fight, but I think this one's ending in 1 round. And I'm going out there to put on a display like that. I seen Jeff Neal fight on the regional scene before he came to the UFC against Kevin Holland. Been watching and following this guy for a long time. So came to the Dana White Contender Series, didn't get a contract, then he got in the UFC. I've been a fan of this guy ever since then, man. And he's been getting better and improving. Trains at Fortis MMA. Carlos Pratus trains with the Fighting Nerds, right? I gotta go with the dog in this one, man. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Usually, I don't like it when I got a lot of dog picks. I just don't, man. Because I'm not the dog hunter. And, you know, I don't go off of that stuff. I don't go off of, well, this number is 2. Sometimes I see the matchup and it's like, if I think this fighter is going to win, it don't matter what the odds are. I'm going to say it. And on this one, man, I seen Jeff Neal fight way more and look better in his fights than Carlos Pratus. Carlos Pratus was getting beat up by Trevin Giles before he came back. Carlos Pratus lost rounds to other fighters who wasn't even the same caliber as Jeff Neal. I think Jeff Neal is going to come out here and put on that volume and put on that pace and do enough, man. Be defensively sound and win by decision in here, man. So give me hands of steel, Jeff Neal. Next fight taking place, man. Cold main event time. Smash the like button for me and hit the comments up, man. I need 50 comments on this video, okay? We got a lot of good fights, and I want everybody's comment on each fight. So if you guys got a play, a pick, or a bet, let me know on each individual fight. Let me know if you guys rocking with my picks or y'all fading me, man. Let me know, man. Fade a tail. Put an emoji in. Put a tail for tail. Put a barber hand clippers or some scissors for fade. You know what I mean? Like, but whatever, man. Let's get active in these comments and let's have a good time out here, man. It's MMA. What more can we talk about that's a better sport than this? Le'Ron Murphy, 16-0, taking on Aaron Pico. Coming from the Bellator PFL promotion. I know a lot about Aaron Pico. Let's talk about his track record. First, let's give you the odds. He opened up at his -130. He's all the way up to a -200. Now, Aaron Pico is one of the best wrestlers that we've seen coming up in the high school levels out here in California. He's from Whittier area. He has a lot of accomplishments that he did on the regional scene before he got into MMA. Now, his boxing is top tier, man. I'll be honest, man. Like when you see him throw his uppercuts, it's his whole body in. He has the best uppercuts ever in MMA, man. And I'll stand by that. All right. Goes by like the El Matador too. He knocks people out, and man, he's must see TV, right? But in the promotion that he fought for, let me tell you something. I got interviews with him. He was actually the second fighter I ever interviewed at a media day. Shout out to him that. Still, same thing. Y'all want to see that? Just type in MMA Locker Room interviews Aaron Pico. But this is the thing. He didn't fight the best people in Bellator. He didn't even beat the best people in Bellator. The people that he took L's to are not even the best in Bellator. It's not like he fought like the #1 champion and lost and, you know, came back or anything. So this is what I gotta say for you guys. He's good, he's great, but he's still learning. And to me, he hasn't had enough many fights under his belt to keep going on to this level to excel. And then when you do that, you got to look at the opponents that you're fighting. If you're fighting Bellator and PFL fighters only, you got a big test ahead of you with Leron Murphy. Leron Murphy, man, this guy's been as advertised. Wins over Josh Emmett in his last fight. Not just that, Dan Ige, he put on a great performance in there. And, you know, this is the thing that I wanted to tell you guys about this, though. Leron Murphy, I think he's going to be the dog, man. The dog that's going to come in there and get the job done. Look, listen and hear me out. I think Aaron Pico's great, and I think he's going to be even better. It's just a hard test to take Leron Murphy. But let's talk about this fight, man. Aaron Pico's going to have the advantage in the striking, in the power, in the wrestling, okay? But the chin durability is not there. He's been knocked out multiple times. He got his arm broke, a shoulder popped out against Jeremy Kennedy. I was at that fight. They stopped the fight. And, you know, let the doctors look at him. They literally paused the fight for like 4 or 5 minutes because he was like the headline. They tried to let him get back in. They tried to pop it back in. Didn't go on. But he's the fighter. He's like, hey, just put it back in. I'm okay. I'm okay. Like, Aaron Pico's as advertised, man. And I'm a fan of this guy. Big time, all right? But, yeah. Okay. I think Leron Murphy can definitely get taken down and lose minutes and lose rounds. I think it's probably going to be a 2-1 split decision for Aaron Pico. But me, I like these odds on Leron Murphy. And I do think it is going to be a closer fight than what we think. So with that, I'm going with Leron. Man, it hurts me to say it, but it is what it is, man. I like Leron Murphy in this fight. Who you guys like, man? Pico or Murphy? Let me know. Main event time. Let's get it started. Khamzat Chimaev. He's taking on Dricus du Plessis. 14-0 for Khamzat. Opened up a -170 favorite. He's all the way up to a -220, I want to say, on the books out here. DDP. This guy's as advertised, man. Defending the belt again. That Israel Adesanya fight is one of the best out there. All right. I think this fight's going to come down to the third round. That's what I think. I think it's going to come down to that third round in here. Now, as I'm watching Media Day on Khamzat Chimaev and his interviews, something just ain't right, man. Like, he's throwing the word death and dying out in interviews. And, you know, like, it's just something isn't right. His mental. He's not coming on. Yeah, he has this mentality. I smash everybody. Smash everybody. Ah! He hasn't been acting like none of that. He's acting like a humble guy who kind of is not even trying to portray that character no more, man. With that being said, though, he's still going to be the more powerful fighter inside the cage, the more explosive fighter. And, you know, he does have 2 ways to win. He can win on the feet, but a lot of people think he's going to get the submission. Me, I've been betting on DDP ever since he came in the UFC. And they ain't going to stop me on this one, man. Bet him as a big underdog against Robert Whittaker. Bet him to win by knockout as well. Bet him every single fight ever after that. Seen him fight live against Darren Till. One of the best ever, man. He hit him with like 60 punches. Then submitted him in like round 2 or something, man. This fight's going to be a great fight. And if you guys are betting on Khamzat Chimaev, I get it. You know what I mean? Because he's undefeated. And DDP hasn't really fought wrestlers like this. So this is going to be a tough task to see how DDP actually does on the mat. Is he going to be safe? I think he will be safe, man. You know. So give me Dricus du Plessis and still champion. How you guys think this fight's going to play out? Let me know in the comments below. Put the flags in, man. South Africa for DDP. You know. Khamzat Chimaev flag for him, you know, or whatever, man. Just let me know in the comments who you guys got. All right, man. 2-team parlay to get you paid now, man. All All right, damn. I said I wasn't gonna do it. Now I am. That's crazy, man. UFC is like that sometimes, where you're like, "Hey, I'm not betting on this gun. I'm not parlaying them." But that was on Tuesday, and now we on Wednesday, man. So those thoughts usually change, man. I'm going with Chase Hooper. I'm going with Kai Asakor. 2-leg parlay. Meet me at the window and let's get paid. Hit the like, hit the subscribe so you know when we go live. MMA Locker Room here. UFC bet with me.